There's my girl. Happy Monday, Inspire Beauty. Today is such a treat. We have such amazing guests. If you just hopped onto the call, at the top of the chat, I asked you guys to share in the thread here something that Kat has taught you, whether you've done 21 Day Fix, 9-Week Control Freak, Off the Wall, any program. What are some things she's instilled in you, reminded you of, taught you along the way in your journey, and share what that's meant. I want her to just feel like the love through the screen right now before she gets started. And before she gets started, I am going to do a couple of announcements. Tomorrow, my friends, Cookies and Creamy Shakeology launches. We have a brand new permanent flavor. What? To hit the library. Guys, the last time we had a new permanent flavor, I don't know, what was it? Cafe latte, strawberry? Like, it's been a hot stinking minute since we had a permanent flavor. So this is huge, 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 huge. So tomorrow, remember our mantra, it starts with me. So tomorrow, snag your orders for it, or if you are modifying like a future order, right? Like you already got your June order and you're going to make sure your July set up, go in and do that tomorrow when it's live so that you know that that is all set up for you to rock it. One thing that I'm doing, a best practice that I'm doing, is tomorrow I'm going to get my Cookies and Creamy Shakeology. I'm going to get it paired with the 3-day refresh. If you've been on the team page and you've seen some events, we have a team-wide 3-day refresh going down after the 4th of July holiday. It's a great time to say, okay, you know what? Park it midsummer. I should probably, put my system into a little reset here and just, clean the guts out, if you will. And so we're going to be doing that together. The refresh is more fun together, my friends. So you're going to want in on that with us, especially if you've never done a 3-day refresh before. You definitely want to do it together with us. And so when you snag your Cookies and Creamy, it's a great time to do that because they're bundling it for some awesome savings right now. Pro tip: your challengers and your customers who are going to want Cookies and Creamy tomorrow, that's also an amazing option to bundle it because they get the refresh for $10. That's it. They pay for Shakeology and they get the refresh for $10. Like, why the heck not? And then they can be on board with that too. And win-win, win-win-win-win. You get 2 Success Club points when you sell a 3-day refresh challenge pack, and that'll help you finish June strong. Another thing I want you to keep in mind as we're working to finish this month strong is I gave you all the slides you need to run your very own flash sale in your stories. So if you're looking to finish this month strong and build momentum going into the launch of 645 and just all the things that we have coming down the pipeline, you're going to want to make sure that you're using those slides, right, in your stories, and then also talking about it. I'd love to do a mixture of sharing the slides, the still frame, so people know like what they can snag, but I also make sure that I'm talking about it and I'm talking about the value and I'm talking about why I love this community and what it's doing for me and what it's doing for other people, right? And walking people through my journey. And then this is the most important detail. You have to invite people who are watching your stories. Don't just assume that everybody's going to be in your story and say, oh yeah, sign me up. Where do I swipe my credit card? No. Every time you post those stories, look at who's watching and reach out to them and say, hey, I have no idea if you'd be interested in this, but I would hate to miss out on inviting you into this group and doing this together this summer. Would you want more info? Would you be interested, right? And make sure that you're actually sending out invitations to people joining you one-on-one. Nobody's going to join your party unless you invite them to it, right? Okay, enough from me. That's it for announcements, you guys. I don't even need to introduce her because she's the freaking legend, right? Like, and I kept thinking today, Kat, this is TMI, but like today I was taking my shower and this is all I'm thinking about is Kat being on our call. And so Kat, you're with me in my shower today. I don't know, but I'm in the shower and I'm thinking about like, does everybody always call her Kat the modifier, or is it just Kat period? Like, you know what I mean? And like, can it just be Kat period? Because girlfriend doesn't modify anything once you get in a 9-week control freak. She is just like, I'm like, okay, I'm going to modify what she's modifying. And she doesn't need the introduction, you guys. She's given us her time tonight. And Kat, I'm just so stinging excited for you to pour into us. I'm going to make you host and mute myself and you take it away, sis.
Great. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for having me here today. I am always so overwhelmed. First of all, humbled truly and sincerely to be in a position where I was able to inspire others. That is truly what made me be able to be on camera. Just the thought of being able to help others. So I'm going to dive in and share a little bit. We're going to have some fun. I'm going to push you out of your comfort zone a little bit. We're just going to be talking about confident coaching. Let me get to my share screen here, you guys. And I will answer questions, guys. I'm like an open book, guys. I'll answer questions about anything. Like, you can ask me pretty much anything and I will answer it. So be careful. You might not want the answer, but I will really answer any question you have. So just get them in the chat and then I'll make sure to address them. But what I really want to talk about is confidence in coaching. You know, we really need to bring our best self-confidence into our coaching. That is what is going to propel your business. So I'm going to back and start a little bit at the beginning, but the name of my team is Love Size Me. I do love that name. Love Size Me is really about embracing who you are, where you are, no matter where you're at right now, and embracing that. And that's how we're going to start taking care of ourselves, right? One thing I always say is I think so many of our customers come to us, you know, wanting to lose weight, and they start health and fitness routine for all the wrong reasons. They start because they hate themselves. They're mad at themselves. They're disappointed. And I want us to flip the script on that and encourage them to love where they're at right now, love the fact that they are trying right now, and let's bring them into health and fitness with a healthy mindset. We want to do the exact same thing with you for yourself in your coaching. Many of us start coaching because we are miserable in our job. We are exhausted. We can't seem to get out of a change and get to the life we want to live, that life where you jump out of bed every day, so pumped up, or you've had an amazing transformation and you want to share it with others, and it can just be like hitting that wall occasionally. You've asked every friend you know, and they've said, no, maybe. So I want us to flip the script on that for coaching as well. And remember that we always need to keep it positive and uplifting and bring the joy every single day and the confidence to our coaching, because that is what will make us successful, because that is where the joy is in our business. That is where it is. So we really are going to start to try to understand our personal self-confidence and self-love and how that relates to our coaching, and that you're sharing that and teaching that to your customers, and to improve your self-love and self-confidence specifically related to your coaching. We talk about it all the time about our customers. We talk about our SC points. We talk about so many things, but we really need to understand that the self-confidence that we bring way deep in our hearts is what we bring to our coaching. That's what we bring to our teams. And that's where all the success starts happening. I am going to go really quick. Don't worry, you see a baby photo. I'm not going to do a 45-minute session on my history, though. My name is Kat. I've lived like 82 lives. So I'm just going to tell you, you know, I was always the chunky kid. That is the way I was. I had red hair and freckles. And so that was difficult. That was really challenging in my childhood. I was, you know, bullied. Kids are crazy, but it was a tough time. And then at 14 years old, I found dance. I found dance and it was my lifesaver. Movement was my lifesaver. And I danced 8 hours a day, every day that I could. And I didn't do it to be a certain size. I never thought it would be a career for me ever. I literally did it just for the joy of dancing, right? So that is kind of, and I never thought it would be a job. And I graduated college and I was actually a stockbroker out of college. It was my first job, was a stockbroker with Shears and Lehman. And I was miserable. And I told my dad, I was like, Dad, I've got to try this dance thing. Well, he was like pissed. He was like, you are never going to make it. You are never going to make it. I'm not going to help you. And that's probably what a lot of people tell you when you're like, I'm going to try this coach thing. It's an MLM. And they're like, you are never going to make it. I am not going to help you. And you're like, you know what? Flash forward. I was like, yeah, let me show you how I did that. So I went all in with my dance, total with all the passion in my heart. I loved it so much, nothing was going to stop me. I became the choreographer for the Miami Heat dancers. By the way, my dad lives in Miami, so I was the goddess rock star in his eyes by the time I got to that. And that's when I started teaching fitness. I started teaching a ton of fitness classes and I loved it. I taught cardio, hip hop, and all those things. And that is when I did my first fitness video, actually in the early 80s. So yeah, I was doing fitness videos for a really long time. And then I moved out to LA and I met the man of my dreams. We celebrate 20 years next year. I'm so blessed. I love my husband and my gorgeous daughter. And I moved out to LA and I continued to be in fitness videos. A lot of people don't know I'm in so many. Weight Watchers. I don't even remember them. A lot of times people will text me and be like, oh, were you in this video? I'm like, yes. But then I found 21 Day Fix. Actually, 21 Day Fix found me. So as I was living in LA, I became a producer, right? So I started producing events. I was no longer dancing and my body responded in kind. I was horrible, not taking care of myself at all. I ate whatever I wanted. I really love wine. And at that point I was drinking a lot of it. Events were super stressful. And so my body was growing and the producer just called me affectionately the attainable body. She's like, I want you to be the modifier on this, show. We're going to do it. It's like a 10-day shoot or something. Let's do it. I said, okay. What most people don't know is when I did the original 21 Day Fix, I was literally a cast member. That was it. I did not do the nutrition. I had no idea what Beachbody was. I didn't understand any part of it. So the day we wrapped was the last day I saw Autumn for a little while. We kept in touch a little bit here and there, but that was it. I didn't do Beachbody. I wasn't coaching. I wasn't doing anything. So what did I do? I went right back to all my horrible habits, right? Right back to the stress, right back to the eating, right back to not taking care of myself. Years later, boom, I became a coach when I started doing the 21 Day Fix real time, when we shot that. It was then that Autumn asked if she could tag me in a Facebook post. And that is when I started getting all the stories. I still get emotional when I hear the stories from women who tell me, and men, but women mostly, who tell me that they were over 100 pounds heavy and they had to lose 100 pounds. Women who could not walk up a flight of stairs. Women who lost themselves completely and then found Beachbody and found fitness and found a way to take care of themselves. And that was when the light bulb went on for me, because that is when I understood what Beachbody was, because it is so much more than a bunch of workouts and nutrition. By the way, exceptional, best workouts on the face of the planet and the best nutrition education anyone can get. But out of that came Love Size Me. So that's when I really started coaching. People have a misconception that I started coaching back in the original 21 Day Fix, and I was not doing anything to take care of myself at that time. So that is when I found Love Size Me, and I truly started my platform in understanding self-love and self-confidence, and really understanding that I kind of joke with Carl sometimes. I'm like, Carl, you think you're in the business of fitness and nutrition? I think you're in the business of self-love and self-confidence. I think that's what we build as a community for people. And that's where the life change happens. So, and I feel like they are related, but they are different, right? So self-love is that deep internal conversation you have with yourself. It is truly how you feel about yourself. It is that deep layer that you may be completely disconnected with at this point in your life. We get busy. We don't even really know how we're talking to ourselves and what we're saying. And the self-confidence is the outward expression of self-love, right? That's the outward expression. That's what we get to show the world. And sometimes we can fake that pretty well, right? But at the very, very root is that self-love. And that's what we need to work on. So, it's the same thing with the health and fitness, right? I'm going to run through this pretty quickly, but I love the cycle, right? Because if you can get us in that positive cycle, it feeds each other, right? So, if you start with poor self-care, you've got a really negative self-image. The last thing you want to do is get up and work out, right? You've got no energy, you're sedentary. So then you try these diets, you crash, these crash diets, like I'm going to go for it. They never work because they're not sustainable. You fall off the wagon. Life is stressful and you're in this horrible negative cycle. And it's a negative cycle that makes you really not love yourself. It takes away your self-confidence and your self-love. What we do and what we get to give people being a part of Beachbody is we get to bring them over into the positive cycle, right? So we start with self-care. We're just going to start you on that self-care. Let's start there. What that really truly does, it boosts their self-image, right? They start feeling good. They start feeling more confident. They start enjoying an active lifestyle. They actually look forward to it, right? I don't know if you guys had this experience, but I was like, what? I want to push play? What is happening? I call that the turning point. It's the turning point is when you want to actually push play more than you don't want to, right? That's the turning point. So what does that make you do? Of course, you want to eat healthier, right? When is the hardest time for me to stick to my nutrition? It's on my days off. The days I don't work out, those are my hardest days to stay on nutrition because you're pulling yourself out of the healthy cycle, right? So then you find that healthy diet, you get those results, you're staying on your plan. And then you're managing your life stress better. And boom, that just helps you go into self-care. So that is all the cycle of that, right? Directly related. It's so interesting that what we do as coaches is almost an exact mirror of what we do when we take care of ourselves and we have that transformation of our mindset. So there's a negative coach cycle, right? So, and it goes like this. And you can start in any one of these circles, but they all feed each other. There's a lack of belief in yourself. Right? So you don't really believe that you can coach. You don't believe that you're a leader. You don't believe that wherever you're at, size-wise, transformation-wise, no matter where you're at, you are ready to be the best coach in the freaking whole company. You, each one of you, are ready right now to be the number one coach in all of Beachbody, whether you believe that or not. But you have to start with believing in yourself, right? So if you lack that, that gives you the lack of excitement, right? You can't bring that joy and the excitement because you don't believe in yourself. You don't believe that you are a leader. So then what? You're not getting educated. You feel like I'm not a leader, so I shouldn't get that education, right? Or I don't understand numbers. I don't want to get the education on commission and all of that. Then what happens? You don't rank advance. You're not making the money. And I'm sorry, but it's okay to talk about wanting to make money. And listen, so many of us are women and we do not do that enough in the general world. Men have a much easier time. They are supported by society to talk about money. Women are not, and we have to change that. You have to be able to say, hell yes, I want the money. I want to go for that, right? You have to be able to do that. So when you're not rank advancing and you're not making the money, what do? You decide it doesn't work. Oh, coaching doesn't work. And what does that do? It feeds your lack of belief in yourself. So what we're trying to do and what we need to all do is get into this positive cycle. And you have to work on staying in this cycle just like you work on staying in your fitness. So we're going to get confident as a coach. And we're going to reset that every single day, just like you reset your mindset every single day to get up and do your workout. Find your confidence as a coach, because then you will be excited. You will be excited to share this amazing opportunity, not just with customers that you can change their lives, but about the opportunity. That is really amazing when you can bring that excitement. You're going to step into believing that you are a leader, that you can lead your customers to success, and you can lead a team of amazing coaches to their success as well. And you can contribute to your team. You're going to get excited about getting educated. You want to know what that next program is. You want to know about how you're going to run your sneak peeks, how you're going to do it. And instead of Brittany creating the slides, you're going to come to Brittany and say, Brittany, I have an idea. I want to do it with this team. Let's do it. You are going to link arms with her and raise each other up. And then what's going to happen? You are going to start rank advancing. You're going to start making the money. And then it's going to prove that this works. And then you get more confident as a coach and you keep going. So that is really where we need to get to in terms of our self-love and self-confidence. And it starts with bringing everything that you've done for yourself already in your health and fitness and being totally confident in that and bringing it over to your coaching. So I want you to type in the chat something you absolutely love about yourself, because this is an interactive experience. Coaching is an interactive experience. You need to be in it and you need to be participating at all times. So positivity. Yes, number one cheerleader. Absolutely. There's that energy, Lee. I love that. Exactly. What do you love about yourself? Amazing leader. I love that you said, I'm a leader. Exactly, Brittany. And guys, don't forsake it. I know Brittany's a badass leader, but there are days where she challenges it. And you know what's different is she says, screw that. I'm not listening to it. I'm going to get up. I'm going to reset my mindset today. I'm going to reach out to my coaches and I'm going to help them, right? Contagious smile. Annie, that is a gift. I love that. Oh, you better whip that hair, girl. Like, I love that. Consistency. Ooh, now that is fire. We all know that consistency is the game changer in our business. Yes, my confidence always, Nicolette. Yes. So these are so great, guys. Absolutely love these, right? So now I just want to talk about social media, right? Because here's the deal, guys. Social media is really savvy right now. Everyone's been on social media so long, they are going to know if you are bullshitting or not. They're going to know. And here's the thing. We are never going to get on social media faking it. Don't do that. Be authentic on your social media. It is the best way to authentically have the connections that you can actually help someone. If you can be your authentic self. Now look, as a coach, and what I tell my ladies all the time is you can be authentic and you can talk about the struggle, but your job as a coach is to turn it around to the positive. So you can say, yes, I struggled to push play today, but then you better push play, be the example, and then explain how much better you feel after you push play today. Talk about how you leaned into your community and it made all the difference, right? Anyone who is having trouble getting on social media, this is what I say. Would you rather print up a bunch of flyers and walk up and down the street and try to hand those out and find somebody for your team? Because nope, that's going to take a minute. Dive into social media, get away any negativity about social media and start loving it. Start loving the fact that you get to control your social media and it is your billboard. You get to show everything wonderful about coaching and how you can change someone's life, right? Whether or not you're just starting your journey or you've been on it a long time, you will always be relatable as long as you are being authentic. There's no right size. There's no perfect transformation. There's no perfect system for being amazing at coaching. And you have to be able to coach yourself. That coaching yourself starts with how you talk to yourself. How you talk to yourself when the scale's gone up a little bit. How you talk to yourself when you didn't hit your SC points. How you talk to yourself when your team isn't stepping up or your customers are not hitting the goals that they want to hit. You must be able to self-coach, and you must do that with self-love and self-confidence. That is where we need to always come back to. So, and I know this 1,000% to be true, is our personal self-love and self-confidence, those are the anchors for your coaching business. They're the anchors for your coaching business. So if your coaching business is not getting where you want it to be, I challenge you to start really digging deep and figuring out where you're lacking that self-confidence and self-love. And I will bet that in there somewhere is what is lacking for you in terms of exploding into your coaching business. Look at how you show up on your social media. Where is your self-confidence in that? You should be so confident about coaching and what it is and what this opportunity can be for someone. Your self-love and self-confidence is the anchor for how you help your customers. You have to be confident that you have all the tools you need to help your customers change their lives. I tell my coaches all the time that there is nothing more rewarding, and I've had some pretty amazing jobs, but this job is so rewarding because when I get a message from a woman where tears stream down my face that she is no longer on her diabetic medicine. She went through a horrible divorce and lost herself completely, and she is back on fire in life. She, or had 100 pounds to lose. That is a different person that shows up for me today. And I got to help her do that. Really, is there anything better? And all you need to do is find the self-confidence in you to be able to help that person, because you got the best tools. You don't need to be the fitness trainer. We've got the best freaking trainers out there. You don't need to create the program. You don't need to create the nutrition. You just have to be confident that you have what it takes to help that person change their life. And then you have to bring that confidence and that fire to your coaches. And you have to do the work to be confident as a coach. It's not by magic. It's not rainbows and unicorns. It takes effort. It takes effort to find the confidence in your coaching. Because this business is simple, but it is not easy. This is one thing I always tell everyone to lock back down into, because here's the amazing thing. You see successful coaches who have been doing this 10 years, 7 years. They're the number one coaches. They're doing exactly the same thing they did on day one of the coaching that their coach asked them to do. Very simply, take care of yourself and invite others to do the same. The minute you start getting overwhelmed, guys, about creating the canvas, getting the groups, doing the blogs, doing the posting, stop. Stop. And remember this. This will never change from one basic idea. Take care of yourself and invite others to do the same. But do notice that the word invite was in that sentence. Because I always tell my girls, like, you can coach until the cows come home, but if there's no one with you, there's really not much you can do. Who can you help if you are not saying, get in my group, I want to help you? If you don't give them the idea, they're not going to be there. And you don't get to change anyone's life, right? We need to authentically connect, show up, and lead. Connect, show up, and lead. That is just your consistent pattern. Connect, show up, and lead. Connect, show up, and lead. And you restart that every day with every single person. Consistency and authentic connection. Those are the magic pills. Everyone, when I first started coaching, I went to every top coach. I am very fortunate. I am Kat. I know a lot of people. So I went to every top coach I could find. I was like, what's the magic pill? It must be this coach onboarding you do. Oh my gosh. Melanie, what's this magic pill that I need to do? Christina, what's this magic pill? Tanya, tell me the magic. What's the trick? It's called the bat. I really kept waiting for someone else to give me a better answer. They keep giving me the same freaking answer because it's consistency and authentic connection. Bringing your heart and authentically wanting to help people. That is the magic. Putting them in this amazing, fired up, badass community where you bring the joy is the magic. But it is very hard to do that if you are not feeling confident about what you're doing. If you are not feeling confident about the coaching opportunity, confident about what you're giving to your customers, and confident about how you feel about yourself. That will be the anchor. So let's everyone type now something about the love Sorry, let me read English. Type in the chat something you love about the way you coach. Something you coach. Something that you bring to coaching that you're proud of. Encouragement. So important. Relatable. Yes, Annie, that is a great one. Bringing people together. That's yes. Andrea, community is amazing. Accountability. Yes, that is what everyone needs. Passion. You guys, these are amazing. Consistent as heck. I love that. That's fire, girl. Continue to show up even if they're not engaging. They know I'm there. Yes, you are their anchor. You are their anchor. Those are amazing, you guys. I love every single one of those. So we need to step into also authentic leadership. And we can't shy away from leadership, guys. The only way you are ever going to get to a real solid business is if you are not afraid to step into leadership. Now, notice it does not say here, perfect leadership. Girls, I'm a hot mess. Half the time they ask me a question, I'm like, oh, let's go find that out. Like, that's what we have. We have this amazing tool that we can use called Beachbody. And we have our upline. We have so many resources. So it's not about being the perfect coach, but it is about authentically leading. Not authentically following, authentically leading. And that has to come with confidence. Your team can feel your joy and your love for coaching. It can't be shy or intimidated or maybe this is going to work. You know, I kind of hope it's going to work. I hope I hit SC5 this month. Who's going to follow that? Come on. You guys got to get fired up. You've got to be confident about what this can do and believe in it 100%, right? You've got to come into it calm, cool, collected, and confident. Calm, cool, collected, and confident. Because when someone challenges you with an objection, if you go back with the defensive, it's because you're not secure about what you're talking about. You're not confident about what you're talking about, right? So if someone says, oh, that's one of those MLM scams. If you're not confident, you're going to go right into panic mode. You're going to get defensive. You're going to start spewing things that you shouldn't say. And instead, if you're really confident about what it is, you're going to be calm, cool, collected, and you're going to give the right answer. And first of all, that right answer might be, you know what? You don't need to be on my team. Let's remember, guys, we choose who's on our team. I love that. There's not many jobs you can walk into and be like, yeah, I don't want to work with that one. you know, really, how many jobs get to do that? How many jobs say, oh, Kat, you know what? The first priority today is taking care of yourself. What is this amazing opportunity? Show me the money. Let's start with this one. I mean, I have worked for a lot of corporations, including myself. I was the worst boss. I worked myself into the ground. I gained so much weight and such not taking care of myself, not making myself a priority. That is not what this is about. You can get behind this business. This is amazing. Don't pick up the panic stick. Panic always goes into horrible things, guys. Always. There's a difference between going for goals, like hitting diamond, hitting your next rank, going for goals of your SC. You should always have those, but there's a difference between going for goals and hitting panic. Panic is when you hear these stories about bad Beachbody coaches. And when anyone says to me, oh, I've heard about Beachbody, this is how I explain it. You know, if they've had a negative experience, I say, look, there's good Beachbody coaches, bad Beachbody coaches. Sorry, there's good lawyers, bad lawyers, good doctors, bad doctors. And the Beachbody coaches who are not great coaches, it's because they're in panic mode. They're shoving Shakeology on people and they're not authentically helping people. They are not listening. But it's because they are not confident. They don't have confidence, so they are in panic all the time. So one thing I love to say is relax and put your foot on the gas. understand when I say relax about your business, it does not mean just be a sloth. Get to work. Get to work on your confidence. Your job after this call is to go figure out what is holding you back in your self-confidence from bringing you to where you want to be in your business as a coach. What is holding you back in that negative cycle of self-confidence? Do you not believe that you can be a #1 coach in Beachbody? And I'm telling you to pass every single person in your upline. That's one thing I love about this company. This is not a pyramid scheme. You can pass everyone on your ladder. And every single person, here's the mind blower for you guys, every single person on this call can do that. Every single one of you. So relax, but get your foot on the gas and get to work. Because you can always say, I don't know. That's a totally valid answer. And you know what? When people are confident, they just say, I don't know the answer to that. Let's go find out. If I'm working with a new coach, I'm going to have her go find out. I'm like, girl, time to step up. Let's help mama. Come on. Go find out that answer for us and bring it to the team. Because you can just go but when you're panicking, you're going to make up stuff. You just start saying things. You're in panic mode. Relax. Relax. And here's something that I always want everyone to think about when you're posting. It is not about you. People have the total opposite concept when you're posting. It's not about you at all. It starts with you. So when we show people us working out, it's not about, hey, watch me, I'm working out. It's, hey, I want to help you and inspire you to know that you can do this. It's the same for you with your coaches. It's not, hey, I'm hitting SC10, I'm hitting this, I'm rank advancing. It's, hey, I want to show you what I did so that I can help you do the same. And you can do this. So we always have to remember anytime we post, this is the concept that allows me to stand up at my size with Tanya's and Autumn's and half tops, because I don't give a crap what I look like in front of a camera, in front of thousands of people in a freaking half top. If it's going to inspire one person to love herself enough and say, if that girl can do it, I can do it. I can get up today. I can get off the couch. And I hope that is the fire you bring to your coaching. And I hope you bring that to not only your customers, but your coaches. Where you say, this is me working really hard and I'm here to help you because I love you, I care about you, I know you can do it, and I am ready to help you do that. So no matter where you are in your coaching, don't hold the rest of your coaches back. If there is a girl who can be on fire, get her on fire and let her go and help her. Help each other, give each other, link arms and go and get on fire together. So where is the lack of your confidence in your coaching? Is it the lack of the belief in yourself that you can be a top coach in this company? Is it your lack of excitement? You should be excited to post. You should be excited to tell everyone, you know, when people are like, oh, I don't want to tell everyone. I'm like, girl, give me a mountain and a megaphone. I am ready to tell everybody how freaking awesome this is. Look, they're adults. They don't have to do it. They do what they want. I can lead a horse to water. You know, you can't make them drink, but sure as heck, anyone and everyone knows that I'm going to talk about it. I'm also, you know, I do tell you guys, don't be a one-hit wonder. Like, have more in life than just working out. Please, God, I have wine. I love it. It's called balance. You know, have friends, do life. But really, never, no one should ever be afraid to talk about Beachbody. It's freaking amazing. You should never hesitate to talk about it and be shy about that. So do you not believe you're a leader? We have all the tools to help you guys. It's all right in the back office that can really help you create an entire team. Not getting educated. Is there a piece of our business that you are not educated about? You should know what you need for your next rank. You should know what your next goal is. You should have that already. If you're not rank advancing and not making money, then we need to figure out why. And you need to decide you want to change that. And then you change it. And sometimes it takes time, it takes consistency, it takes effort. And if you already decided that this doesn't work, is there any little part in your internal heart that's saying, I don't know if this coaching thing works? Because you better get rid of that real quick. Because that fire will burn fast. Because it does work. It does. This isn't rainbows and unicorns. This isn't a pretend thing. I literally know women who are crushing this business, making so much money and loving it. It exists. And it's right there for every single one of us. So take a minute, dig deep, define something about your coaching leadership that might be holding you back from being the badass, confident coach you know you can be. Figure out what that is. I encourage you guys to share that with your teams. Get educated, not distracted. There's a difference between diving into 72 hours of education and not coming out with anything, or being specific about what you need to get educated about. Get that education and be done. It's not 7 hours on the champions page. Be proof that coaching works. Any of these will absolutely lead into more self-confident as a coach. Get the proof that coaching works. Get that rank advancement. Increase your paycheck. There's your confidence. It will come for you. Don't give away your power to others. People ask me all the time, Kat, how do you handle negativity? You know what? I would never give someone who is not in my immediate internal circle the power to affect me with a negative comment, because you know what? That is their crap, not mine. That is on them. That has got nothing to do with me. I can't do anything about it unless they want my help. Practice, practice, practice. Consistency. There is no Olympian that hits gold without doing thousands of hours of what they do. You know, it's so interesting when we start coaching. We're like, after 6 months, they're like, we're all like, oh, we're not at diamond with, $5,000 a week. This thing doesn't work. Except, people who start in the NBA, been playing since they were 4 years old. Any other business. There's not many businesses that you can do for 4 years and have the kind of paychecks that are at the end of that if you do the work and put in all the effort, right? But then we're still happy to sit at a job for 4 years and get that same crappy paycheck every single day. And 4 years later, you're still getting that same crappy paycheck. But you've got to keep doing it. You got to keep practicing. You've got to keep building, and you got to do it every single day. And you've got to reset your mindset every day, guys. I really hope you are all doing the personal development, but don't think of personal development only in terms of you as a customer and your health and fitness. I want you to reset your mindset every single day in your coaching. I hope you read your vision every day. I hope you read your goals every day. You've got to have them available every single day, and you've got to reset your mindset every single day for your coaching business. Get support. Link arms. Awesome things happen when you find that other friend or that coach that you link arms and you just fire each other up and you just crush goals together. Get in with your team. If you have a team page and you are not on there every single day, you've got a job to contribute to this team. You've got to contribute to the team. You will get it back tenfold. Contribute to your team and then get support that you need, and it will come back to you tenfold. And fall in love with yourself as a coach. Have the vision of what that is. What does your life look like as a coach? A full-time coach, reaching the goals you want, because those are there. So define what you are going to do in your coaching business to find that confident coach, and give the coach the wings you need to fly. So you can give yourself all the confidence you need, but you need to take the action. So I hope there is something that you got out of this today that you can inspire each other and lift each other up and find the confidence in yourself to become that coach you want to be, and know that you can do it. But you're going to have to break it down and do a little work and figure out what's holding you back. And then you're going to have to redo that again. Because at your next level, something else, it will be different. But you have to reset that mindset every single day. So that's kind of what I have to say. I do truly, truly appreciate you guys. Hope ain't a strategy. I love that. That's freaking amazing. Brittany, I don't know if there's questions. You can ask them to me. Yes. Someone said wine. Sarah, I knew I liked you. Yes, the lies we tell ourselves do snowball really quick. It's so interesting to me always that the negativity is what feeds so quickly, right? That is the thing that can blow up so fast, but the positivity we've really got to fight for, and that's why you've got to reset it. My favorite kind of wine is wine, Amanda. Actually, Chardonnay and Cabernet are my two faves. But yeah, I do. I love it. And we have it in balance. Of course, right now, I will tell you that starting next week, I'm doing a no alcohol for 21 days because I just need to kickstart myself back. So, I keep that real. We got to do it. Yes, I can do it, and I will. It's not even optional. How do you do the confidence every day? Is there something in your routine that you do? Yeah. So there's a few things that I do every single day. One of those is personal development. So I know that we all get so busy, and the thing that changed is kind of prioritizing me taking care of myself. So if that means that I have to wake up a little bit earlier in the day, or if it means that I have to not take a meeting or push a meeting to later, no one's allowed to derail my personal development. That literally is just 15 minutes in the morning. I read my goals as a coach every day. I have yearly goals and I have monthly goals. And I read them every single day before I start my day. And the other thing too that I've gotten really good at, guys, is I really focus on income producing activities. I really have started my mindset that this is a business. And yes, it is anchored in love and support and truly authentically wanting to help people, but it is a business, and I don't let people suck the life out of me. So, there's, as you can imagine, I'm the modifier, right? So people connect with me a lot. There are a lot of people who just want all my time. They want me to pull them up and do it for them. And I've gotten really good at identifying that and say, no, I will walk with you, but I can't walk for you, and I will not drag you. And that has helped me a lot to be able to keep my confidence. I have to protect myself. You have to protect yourself in that too. So, but every single day, I definitely do my personal development, and I really have the vision, knowing that I want this to be my full-time 100% job forever. Like, this is what I want to do. And I don't let anyone knock me off of that. Self-confidence initially to walk onto a set with those girls. Girl, Leah, that's a good one. I have to probably thank my mom for that. If I told her I wanted to be a president, she'd be like, where do I sign up? I'm like, well, I have to actually run, and I'm only 15, but I really do wish I could give that to everybody. I do feel like part of what we get to do is change that for so many. I love seeing my customers and my coaches walk into this beautiful version of themselves. But I do believe truly that we are all equal. I guess that's where it's so interesting. I love sharing because I always get something out of it. But I guess that's really my base. I believe we're all equal. I really do. I believe everyone on earth is equal. And what we do with that is, up to us. But we can self-actualize into amazing people. So I believe I'm equal to all these amazing people around me. But I just get to bask in their light and get from them and share with them. So we all have amazing things to offer others. Amazing things. And whether you believe that or not is a big question. Because the answer is you do. You have so much to give and help others with. So I hope you have that value. Chain breakers. Yeah, I love that. Others, but it's so hard to see for myself. It is. And you know, I have to tell you, when people ask me what were my results with 9-week control freak, it was not the weight loss, which was great. It was not the inches that I lost. It was my mindset. It was really a mindset shift for me that I can actually get my body to be slimmer and stronger and healthier, and that I wanted that, right? Because it was so much easier to say, oh, I'm good being the modifier. I don't want to be skinny, and I don't want to be skinny, but I really do want to be healthy. And you know what? I cried a lot journaling as I started 9-week control freak. And I had to peel back some pretty heavy layers. So, you know, my question, Lee or Leah, I don't know if I'm saying it right, but there's some deep layers in there that you really haven't probably hit really what's holding you back and really what that is in your heart. It could be something from way back, right? So, I mean, I cried and journaled a lot to be able to dig deep and find those layers where I was like, Kat, why are you holding yourself back? You know, why am I holding myself back? And it was a limiting belief, limiting beliefs of age, limiting beliefs of weight and genetics. And that's all, you know, not true. So I had to get rid of those. Yeah. Off the wall. Yeah. Woo! Hot off the wall. She's no joke. Exactly. Wanting to be strong. You know, it's interesting when all of my customers start with me, and I just call them my family, of course, but you guys know the difference between customers and coaches, and actually anyone who starts with me, we'll talk about, you know, getting healthy, but it's really interesting because when you get on your fitness and you're nailing your nutrition, the weight loss is a happy byproduct. That just happens, right? It happens because you were actually treating your body the way it should be treated. So it is miraculous when people are like, oh, I'm losing weight. I'm like, yeah, that's what happens when you really crush your health and your nutrition. Yeah. So thank you guys. I really, really appreciate it so much. I hope you got some value. I'm kind of all over the place today, but I really do love being a part of this community. I believe in Beachbody, not 1%, not 90%, not 100%, 1 bazillion%. This is the most incredible time to be a coach.